I think I'm okay. Cool. I can never tell sometimes with this mic. This is another video we're doing. This is Sawyer, and this is another video we're gonna be doing with for Stash, the turn-based MMO that's got a tabletop gameplay type mechanics or aesthetic to it. Um, so I really just want to get to level 9 real quick. That's the main objective of this video, and one of the guys on here just invited me to a group, so we should be able to get it pretty quick. Um, because I have this new item in my inventory that I just got, and I really want to use it. I want to be able to equip it, and it's level 9. It's a pretty big upgrade, so we're definitely gonna want to equip that soon. So we're definitely gonna first we're gonna get these traps real quick. Cause my traps are they got something in them, so I'm gonna go clear them out real quick. Let's see, we got a chicken. Well, they call them polkas, but they're really just chickens. Got a chicken in that one. I think the other one's a chicken too, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot what kind of feed I put in it, honestly. Trap button. Set up a trap. Okay. And let's put some more feed in there. Okay. Now, so that's set. I heard me do the other one real quick, and then I'll go join up with old boy. I'm gonna try to probably run a dungeon or something. Let's see. What? Sorry, I'm a horrible typer. What we running? What we running? Facebook messages. I hate them. Or not messages, but just notifications. I hate how it. Let me close that real quick. Hopefully, closing Google Chrome should keep that from happening. Let's see. Put some more goat feed. Retrieve the polka. However you say that. Which they wish they would just call it the chicken, because that's all it is. So yeah, this game I'm really enjoying it. It's a very crafting based game. So I guess this guy doesn't realize how parties work. Because in this game, when you join a party, you have to physically group up with the person, like find them in the world, and then you gotta like you can basically connect, and then one person controls the party, while the other person is just like one. So basically, one person becomes literally the party leader, where they're like, oh, here we go. I'm gonna go. If I get close to this guy, it's gonna connect us together. And now when he moves, I'm gonna move. I don't even have to do nothing right now. I can just sit back. I can just sit back and eat some Cheerios or something right now. I don't have to do anything. So. And that's how partying works. So this is a good video to basically show you how partying works. So he's the party leader, so I basically am at his mercy. I just have to let him guide me wherever we're going. So yeah. I do like there's a lot of new people joining today. Like, I think I've seen more players today on this game than I have, like, in weeks. And that's really good. That's a really nice thing. Because I really do like this game, and I feel like it needs more exposure, more people playing it, and all that stuff. Really? We just go in the dungeon and we're going to walk out? Come on. What are we doing here? Of course, that was probably a low dungeon. He's level 10 and I'm level 9, so we need to be doing something kind of a little bit more difficult. Right now, there is no real level cap. Like or there's like a soft level cap at level 100, but the developers have said it would literally take you like couple years to get to that level. The way the game is set right now. So yeah, the developers are promising that this game is going to be like a very long-term investment kind of MMO, something that you can be playing for years, and you'll always be able to make your character better and stuff. I mean, we'll see how that works out. I can't. The way the game is right now, it's really fun, but I can see people losing interest quickly just because of the lack of there's kind of a lack of overall like depth. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of depth in the game, but there's like a lack of overall content. Like, they're slowly putting it in, but it might be a little too slow for some people's tastes. I feel like. Let's see. And as you can tell, it's a turn-based combat. If you guys have watched my other videos, you would know that it's turn-based combat. I'm a healer, by the way. So, and healers in this game are not necessarily like, they actually do pretty decent. They don't do as good combat damage, but they're perfectly fine for soloing. I find that it's a little bit slower, but I find that I can solo things just as well as anybody else. Like, I just have basically a couple heals to keep me going, a couple buffs. The only thing that kind of sucks about being a healer in this game is you really don't have that much damage, which is to be expected as a healer. Like, why would you expect a healer to have a bunch of damage spells? They really don't. The only two damage spells I have right now is, I'll show you as soon as my turn comes back on. Is this guy a healer too? Oh, he's an elementalist, okay. Elementals are basically like wizards. Okay. Do I want anything from this loot? I don't really want any of this. I'll take this. I'll take this. It's on free-for-all loot, so he can take whatever he wants, and I can take whatever I want. I don't really like that loot system that much, but it's whatever. Yeah, take your shit, man. I don't want that. So, when I play in groups, or when I control a group, I like to put it on grab and go. Because grab and go is basically like the game just decides who gets what, and it's more fair to me because you don't have not one person just taking stuff. Okay, so he just wants XP. He doesn't care about the loot, which is basically what I want to. I really don't care about the loot that much either. I mean, I want the loot because it makes money, but my bags will fill up really fast if I do that. And I have a lot of bag storage, like compared to a lot of people in this game, but it will definitely run out too fast. He's got a debt to pay off. Yeah, they have this thing in this game called XP debt, which is basically when you die, you gain less XP for a little while, and you have to basically pay off like a debt basically. It's kind of a sucky system, but it makes the game more challenging, and that's what the developers wanted it for. They wanted to make the game a little bit more. They wanted to make it a little bit more challenging to people, kind of give you a penalty for dying, because normally you don't gain XP, or normally you don't get HP back in this game, but if you die, you get all your HP back. So it's kind of like a weird trade-off, You can die to get all your stuff, all your HP and mana back, but then you have to like pay off a debt for a while. And you don't get the debt until you're like level, I think 5 now. But at the very low levels, you can just die all day and get stuff. I want this. No, dang it! I wanted to craft that stuff. That sucks. Okay. Just take all this fuck, I just took it all. I'll just take all this stuff until my bags fill up. And I'm sorry if the recording screen was a little off center. I didn't realize it was like that. It might be cutting off some of the character portraits and some of the text over here. And I'm sorry if it does that. But it's not cutting off anything really important, that stuff's not important. This middle part of the screen is what you guys really need to see. So. And sorry again about no audio, like no actual game audio. I don't really like playing with game audio, and plus my speakers don't work on this computer. So yeah, there's no audio. I'm just gonna hit this guy with my stone. Stone is basically one of my only two physical damaging attacks, and it's pretty nice. It does a pretty good amount of damage, and it also has a chance to stun the enemy, which is always nice. And it has some range, because my normal attack doesn't have any range. What the hell was that? I never played with his class before, so I don't know what he actually does. I know he's basically like a wizard, like does like element damage, like ice and water and all that kind of jazz. But that's all I really know about his class. That was some pretty good damage right there. 165. Seemed good. Okay. I'm gonna group heal real quick. Group heal doesn't really heal a whole lot, but it heals two people. I mean, it heals multiple people, so that's really good. Okay. I definitely want to try to salvage this guy's stuff real quick. Humanoid people that die, you can take you can try to attempt to take clothes and like leather from them, so you can use for crafting. But as you can see, I failed that attempt. These like elemental creatures don't give you anything like that, but humanoid enemies and like animal enemies like bats and stuff and like skeletons, they all can have a chance to get clothes and stuff off of them, which is kind of weird because why would the skeletons have any kind of leather or anything on them? Why? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and heal. I'll heal this dude up. Why not? I don't really need the health all that much right now. Okay. Yeah, just take it all. Just keep taking it all until I can't take it anymore. Let's before we get into another fight, let's get some stuff up on here. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, in between fights, you can use food to like restore mana and health, which is really nice. But you can't do that during battle unless you use a potion. Potions are the only way you can restore that stuff during battle. Let's see. Boom. Since he actually does pretty good damage, I'm just gonna like mainly just auto attack, or not auto attack, but I'm just gonna default attack. I don't need to waste my mana on stones and stuff like that right now. Just use it for heals basically. Like when I'm playing by myself, I tend to like use a lot of offensive abilities more so, but this guy can definitely handle these creatures, and I can just add in a little damage with my normal attacks. Let's see. Finish this little dude off. He's like at 70 HP. Yeah, there we go. And let's use a group heal real quick. Don't kill him. I really want... shit. I want it to, wait, is it gonna give me... it's not gonna give me a chance, is it? Nope. Let's see. Let's see if we can loot him, though. Let's try to loot him. Yes, got a cloth. Alright. Take all this shit. I'm definitely gonna have some stuff to sell later. And I'm almost level 9. I'm very close to level 9. The next fight should get me there, actually. Ooh, I want that. No, I don't have that. I don't have that tool anymore. I can't use that. These are physical enemies, so instead of doing anything, I'm actually just gonna brace myself. So if a physical enemy hits me, I'll counterattack. But course the elemental dude hit me, so that was kind of pointless. But yeah, if you can't quite reach the enemy and you know that it's a physical enemy, like see, I just counterattacked that guy. So it is nice to be able to do that sometimes if you can't quite reach the enemy with your range and you know they're just going to hit you next turn. It does help out to do that sometimes. Finish this guy off. So there's, the combat is kind of simplified a little bit, but it's got that classic turn-based rules a lot to it. Like, you should definitely double team enemies. You should focus on, like, you can use status elements to weaken enemies. All that kind of stuff. Yeah. Basically, if you've played like Final Fantasy Tactics, you already have an advantage in a game like this. I'm gonna loot this guy real quick. Group heal. Oh wow, I didn't even know that was a dude right there. I thought we only had one enemy left. That's kind of funny, actually. It's actually really funny. I might be able to one-shot him with this. No, not quite. He's at 3 HP. God damn it. Okay, let's see what we get today's loot. Pretty nice. Is that what kind of level? That's a level 8 pumpkin pie, so that's cool. But yeah, like, I've really been enjoying this game. It's very grindy, but it's a fun kind of grinding. And I just hit level 9. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's hurry up and equip this thing before he tries to get into another fight. Wherever it's at. Boom. Boom. Cool. It doesn't really look that cool, but it's got some pretty good stats. So... I should get a new ability too. I wonder where my new ability is. Let's see. Action bar loader. What did I get? I got this. What is this? Infect your foe, lowering its movement. That's kind of, I don't like that. It's kind of just, it's very situational, but it doesn't seem very, it's not an exciting move. Yeah, I'm sure it's probably useful, but it's not a very exciting kind of move. When you hit level 9 in the game, you kind of want something like flashy, like fucking fireball or something, Instead I just get like a movement speed and parrying ability, which is not all that flashy. At least I got my HP and mana back, so I don't have by leveling, so I don't have to like use any food for a little bit. Okay. Alright. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and shut the video down after this fight, because that's really all I wanted to accomplish in this video was to hit level 9 and kind of show and to kind of show you guys a little bit of how a party works. But now that that's all accomplished, I think we can go ahead and end this pretty soon. Let's get behind this little bitch. Fucking sandwich him real quick. That sounded so wrong. That was a lot more damage than I'm used to doing with my normal attack. Oh, look at all this loot. God damn, I'm gonna run out of backspace so fast. And the boss is right here. I don't know if I should keep recording until I get to the boss or not. This will be a really long video though if I do that, because each fight's gonna should take like, about each fight's probably gonna take like a couple minutes. So probably be like another 10 minutes before the video will be over, at the very least. And I tend not to like my videos to go over like 15 minutes. Man, I really do not want to do that objective, honestly. Like, seriously. They have these little objectives that you can do to get a little bit of extra XP, and the guy's telling me he wants to do it, but it requires us just to hit a bunch. And I don't really necessarily want to do that. Let's see. I'm just gonna ignore that, and if he asks me something, I'll... But he's just fighting, so I don't think he's really worried about that. It is nice to get a little bit of extra experience from those things, but I always really like doing it if it's an easy one, if it just kind of comes natural. Like some of them are like only use base attacks, and those are pretty easy because especially if you're fighting easy enemies, you can just use your base attacks all day. And there's one where you have to like finish the fight with full life. For a healer, that's pretty easy, so I don't mind doing that one. But stuff like, sit there and get pounded on for like 5 minutes doesn't really sound appealing. Even if it's for like, extra 60% or whatever, however much it is. Maybe I'm just being stupid in that mindset, but let's see. 20. And sometimes it's hard to click on enemies in this game. I find that to be an issue a lot. Like I just have I was having a hard time being able to click on that guy for whatever reason. He did 205 damage, man. That's more damage I've ever done with any attack. Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna salvage these guys real quick before he kills everybody. Because once that loot window pops up, you don't really get a chance to salvage anything from the enemies. Shit, I'm out of range. Let's go into range. Let's use the harvest ability. I keep saying salvage, it's harvest. If I get another turn, I'll heal him up real quick. But he's probably just gonna kill that thing next turn. Let's see. That's a lot of loot too. Let's see. Oh, I must have ran out of room. Yeah, I ran out of room. It kind of sucks to run out of room right before you get to the boss battle, because the boss battle usually, can give you a lot better items. What are you waiting on, buddy? Oh, are you really gonna fight everything in the room? Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and shut this video off because I didn't realize that he wants to fight like all the ads. I thought he just wanted to go to that boss. And I don't want this video to drag too long. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys were able to get to see, learn a little bit how to party up and how that system works and all that kind of stuff. I know there's not really a lot of tutorials on this game right now since it's still very new in lifespan. So I hope this was helpful and or entertaining at the very least. And thank you guys for watching and stay tuned for more videos. As always, peace out. Girl Scouts.